All right, guys, I'm here to talk to you today about unit conversions, also known as dimensional analysis, and you're going to be using this a lot in your chemistry career, and especially this chemistry class. So over here, I have a quick little cheat sheet on unit conversions you need to memorize. You're going to have to memorize these things in order to get where you're going, solve the problems you need to solve, and successfully pass the class. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one unit conversion, real brief, that everybody does in their head, but I'm going to show you how the math works. So real quick, how many feet are in 36 inches, right? So most people know that there are 3 feet in 36 inches. But I'm going to show you how the math works to hopefully help you along as things get a little more complicated. So what I did is I start out and I do my 36 inches, and I set up my little railroad tracks. And this is a grid that's going to guide you along your way. Here, we need to find some sort of unit that we know can work to transfer the inches into feet. Everybody knows that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So I'm going to write 12 inches on the bottom and 1 foot on the top. And what you see is the units on here cancel. I have inches on top, inches on bottom. This leaves me with 36 feet, because this is the unit that's left, over 12, which is 3 feet. And that's our answer. So when you guys do this stuff in your head, you're going through these steps, but you don't really realize that you're going through these steps. So now that we've covered that, let's do something a little bit more complicated. Let's convert 200 meters into feet. How many feet are in 200 meters? So we're going to start out writing our 200 meters, and I'm going to draw my little railroad tracks here, my grid. And this guy right here is going to be, I call it my per line, and I'm going to get to that next. So don't panic that there's nothing on the bottom here. I'm going to cover that one next. So 200 meters, well, how can we go from meters to feet? Well, if you think about it, I can go from meters to centimeters. That's a good place to start. So I know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. I put my meter on the bottom so that my units cancel. That's going to be critical. Now I need to go somehow get from centimeters to feet. We're just kind of working along the way. Well, there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. And this is one of those units over here that we need to memorize. And now we can go from inches to feet fairly easily. So I'm going to draw this out. And we know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So now we have this big mess of a bunch of conversions, and now we need to get back to the real answer. Basically what this is it's a series of fractions that we've made. So the way fractions work is we're going to multiply across the top and divide it as we multiply across the bottom. So when we do this, we're going to get 20,000 feet, and we get feet because all the rest of the units cancel. Divided by 30.48. And this gives us our answer of 656.2 feet. Now it's critical as you guys are doing this that you keep track of all your units. Don't take shortcuts. Don't forget to write centimeters, meters, inches. Keep track of your units and actually watch them cancel. Your units will guide you to the right answer. So now let's talk about this per line that I was talking about. That per line is used when you have to convert something like miles per hour to meters per second. So the way we do this is let's convert 65 miles per 1 hour to meters per second. Now this gets a little bit more complicated. Don't panic, you can do it, just follow your units. So first we need to get from miles to meters. Easiest way to do that I like to do is I go from miles to feet, feet to inches, inches to centimeters, centimeters to meters. I know it's kind of long, it gets drawn out. If you can find quicker conversions, by all means use them, your answer is still going to be right, but I like to go step by step. So to go from miles to meters, I know that 1 mile, there are 5,280 feet. In 1 foot, there are 12 inches. In 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters. And there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Now my units, I'm left with, right now, are meters per hour. So now I need to get my hours into seconds. So the way I do this, on this side, my hours on the bottom, so now I need to have my hours on the top in order to cancel. So I know that in 1 hour, there is 60 minutes, and in 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. When you multiply everything across the top and divide it by everything across the bottom, your answer is going to be 29.05 meters per second. So I hope that helped. Good luck. Keep track of your units. And remember, you have these little simple unit conversions to memorize along the way to guide you through. Good luck.